welcome back to my channel if you're an existing subscriber, and welcome if you're new. My name's Tracy and this is my Flosstube, and it's Flosstube number 143. My channel's mostly about cross stitch at the moment, but I do diamond painting, crochet, knitting, and I've just taken up Zentangle art, which has been so amazing. Actually, it's quite therapeutic to sit there and just doodle. You know, I've always been one of those people where, you know, when you sit on the phone and just you have a piece of paper and a pen and you just doodle away on this piece of paper. That's always been me. And then I discovered that people do that and make it into pictures. So I have actually done another one, and I'm probably halfway through another. Anyway, like I said, it's all sorts. Mostly Flosstube today, but I'll show you the other stuff at the end. The last 2 weeks, I still haven't found just the, I don't know how to put it. I wouldn't say I've lost my mojo, because when I do pick up my cross stitch, or when I have picked up my cross stitch, I have done some. It's the getting it out, I think. I just haven't felt it. And then the Zentangle things have just kind of taken over for a little while. Anyway, I have worked on 5 cross stitch projects. I think one of those is a stamped one. It is only one, I'm sure it is. So I'm just going to crack on and get on with it. By the way, the date is the 23rd of July of the year 2023. And we're just going to jump straight in. Well, don't move. I'm going to show you this one first. I might as well just show it you in the packet actually. It's Alice. The silhouette picture. This is from Paint Some Way. Now it was a stamped kit. I changed it. And I dyed the fabric as well, so it wasn't quite so white. So I've done it in a very, very subtle pink. Now, I'm pretty sure I have done almost nothing. I have done a little bit. It's literally just a little bit. I think I touched it this past fortnight. I did write down that I did, but you know, when in your head you kind of think, did I? Yeah. So anyway, that's as much as we've done. It's 11 count, so it's 3 strands over 1. And I'm not sure if the camera picks up that subtle pink. It's obvious here, but... So it's just been stitched in 310. And we'll just slide that back in there. I love these bags, they're so ideal. So that's that one. Now obviously, because it's paper pattern, I haven't counted stitches. Right, this one next. I do them in the order I've wrote them down. It made it easier for me. So my next one is my Monsters. I absolutely love this piece. And I did work a bit more on it since last weekend. I've actually done 1,015 stitches on this past 2 weeks. Let me just, let's get this folded. So this is where we're at. I'm not sure, I think I've done some more in here. And then I've nearly done his face. You can sort of see, there is a little bit of, is it 3865 that needs to go in and around his features. But I've done, I believe, some of this as well. This is 25 count Magic Guide. So it's 1 over 1, full cross. And this is a pattern from Tilton Crafts, artwork by Daniel Kordek. I hate trying to get these pictures back in. I need a piece of card in the back of them so they don't bend. Just never quite goes back in. Just zipped it up now. Good job it's in a pocket. Thank you. Right, the next one is my 1 Point Mind mystery sal called Over the Moon. Now obviously I don't have pictures because they only release like the section you're on. Do you know what, I'll pull it up in my Pattern Keeper because it is Pattern Keeper compatible, so I'll show you the latest one. Oh, unless I deleted it. Behave. My tablet's not wanting to do what I want it to. I didn't delete it. Good girl. So this is July's. Well, what it looks like with July on it. This is July, this square here. The side pattern and the bottom bar. And obviously everything that goes in there. So that's it as a whole. You can see my blinds. I better lock that before I end up pressing something I'm not supposed to. So I have finished July's. They all seem to be fairly small at the minute, with it just being that one square. It's easy to keep up with, but as we go along, I'm watching everything else come to, you know, be filled in, and then I'm going to have this massive border across the bottom, which is going to come in 1 month, and it's going to just set me right back. So I have done, to complete July's, I did 2,333 stitches. It's a lot. Now this is just extra fabric I sewed on just so I can get it in my hoop. But this is July's done. Oh, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Now this is free, you just have to go and join the Facebook group. And they have charted it for white fabric with black or black fabric with white. So you can download whichever one you want to do. And I've seen a lot of both really, and they don't even stitch it in white. Yeah, some don't stitch it in white, they do it in like a variegated thread, or they don't stitch it in black, they do it with some kind of dark variegated threads. This is it as a whole. I'm not sure I'm going to get it all in. Now my tablet's vibrating away. So yeah, that's the bottom. So you can see like I'm going to have this border at the bottom that's going to need doing one of these months. But so far, it's just stunning. Hurry up. Let's fold that. And I didn't even start that, I don't think, till last week. So to get it all done within a week was just awesome. Right, my next one. This is the one that I kept saying, I'm sure it's a squirrel. Let me take the hoop off. And do you know what? Part 6 was released last week. It's a squirrel. It is a squirrel, and I am behind. But I have done 327 stitches on this, and it needs a damn good iron. So I'm just filling in this part, which is part 4, I think. Don't quote me on that. I can't be certain, but it is just like his stomach. And then I think part 5 was here, which you could barely see his face, and part 6 fills in. I think part 6 was the last bit, his face, and it was definitely a squirrel. If you go on Facebook on Maloka Designs, it's all on there. It doesn't cost anything. This is on 14 count. It's 2 over 1 4 cross. I can't wait to finish him, just because he looks already awesome. So that's that one. And then I have one more. No, I don't. I had 6 projects. 1 counted. So, means I've got to get this one off my, try not to hit you guys, off my Lowry. Now this one, I think I showed it you last week as well. I did. It's actually the one I'm doing for Kelly. I actually put it in the Lowry and got it out, which I haven't done in a little while, and I should have done because it should be like nearly finished by now, the amount of time I've had it. Anyway, I've done 1,269 stitches this past 2 weeks, which isn't too bad. That's not bad. Just tighten the fabric a little. Anyway, this is where we're at. So I'm still over here, but I've been just picking a thread that fills some of this in and dropping down, and if I've still got plenty, I keep going with it. Excuse my hanging threads. Let's just pop them around that. Or not. Behave. There you go. So yeah, it's still like just finishing in this last section. I was going to carry on and start a new diagonal here, but I'm not so sure now. Anyway, it's 25 count, 1 over 1 4 cross, and I think it's cremader, but it looks good. It really does look good. I was worried about how dark this was going to be, but as I've started to add in the lighter colours, it's looking okay actually. So yeah, that's for Kelly when I get round to finishing it. Sorry guys, I need to put that back in my lowry now. Now this last piece, this is one, a stamped piece that is. I've had it a little while now. When I first had it, it is a big piece. Let me just, I have got it zoomed in. This picture doesn't do it justice, it didn't come out right. So I got the picture off their website and kind of printed it off, and you can tell I've been stuffing it in my bag. But I wanted this anyway because the lettering, the only word on here you can actually read is the one that I haven't gone over, and it says daughter. You could read that so easily. These, I mean, if I bring it in close, you don't even know what that's supposed to say. And I've looked at the colours, and the colours aren't dark enough for it to actually make the words stand out. So what I've been doing is grabbing my pen, charting the words out myself by looking at that piece of paper I printed off of the website, and just making them look like words, and I'm doing them all in black. This is why it hasn't been touched in quite a while, because I knew I needed to do that. See, I've started here as well. I love, and it should say you there, to the moon and back. And the words just weren't there for me, so it kind of got sidelined for a while. And when I printed this off, I kind of copied the font, shall we say, of all the words. And this tells me what it says so that I can actually chart what it says. I'm not sure how this one's going to turn out because that's considerably smaller, but you know what, I'm willing to give it a go. And I wanted to get going because obviously it's for Ellie, because it says to my daughter on it. She's my only daughter. So I don't actually think I have a picture of this of where it was the last time you saw it. If I have, you'll see it. If I haven't, I forgot. Because usually I'll pick up a project, I'll take a photo of it so that I know where it was beforehand, and you guys get to see it. But when I pulled this out, I'd already done a load before I remembered. So if there isn't a picture, I apologise. Let me just bend that because there's nothing on that side yet. So this is where we're at. I can see through the fabric just to see what you see. So you can see, way, you can see I've done a lot of the black words. Let me just pull you in a little bit closer so you can see the words in. I probably should have left a bit more space because it says you'll face many obstacles, but there's not much space between the end of one word and the start of the next one. But we'll see as we go along. But it says, to my daughter, always remember how much I love you. And it says, as you grow older, you will face many obstacles in life. And it says, stay strong, be confident, and just do your best, which is what I've started here. But they're backstitched. Because of the type of font they are, let me just show you. This one, look, I've had to do the middle bit in a stitch, and then I'm going to add the back stitch for the rest of the letter because it's very, very thin, which is why it doesn't look much like a word down there, because I've got to add the back stitch in. But, you know, I mean, I've done all this across the top as well. And then all them words. So this is one that is probably going to stay out because who knows when something's going to happen, you know? No one knows what's going to happen. Anything could happen. So it's just a case of I need to get it done. So that she has it. Why did I zip the bag? No idea. Anyway, so that one's going to stay out and I'm going to work on that constantly. I'm also going to leave Kelly's out as well because that is so far behind. It's unreal. I mean, 1,000 some odd stitches this last fortnight. I could have done better. Could have. But I have also been, like I said, I haven't had the, I don't know, the oomph, shall we say, to pick up my cross stitching. So, last time I saw you, I had been doing, where have I put them? Pull these out. I showed you this, hey, which was a cat outline, just doodled in with lots of different shapes and squiggles, and I've had so much fun doing that. Now, where's the other one? I've got a whole pile of papers here. You really don't want to see it. Where have I put that one? No idea. Anyway, I started a new one. Now, I have been repurposing my printer paper, so when I've finished with it, I'll flip it over and print on the other side, which is what you'll probably see it through the paper, but it's not, it's only for me, like if I need to, if I wanted to. I could sort it out, I suppose. Hold on, let me just, if I put this behind it, it might help. So I've done another one, which is completely different. So you can just see the printing through the paper, but I'm not bothered about that. And it says enjoy life. I think it looks awesome. I had so much fun with that one. And then I've started, didn't mean to make that noise, this is a bit of a weird one, but I've seen it a few times. It's that way up, where people will put a shape in the middle or a circle or something, and then they'll just draw different segments as they go around. So that's what I've been up to so far on that one. I only started that this morning, if I'm honest. So we've got a bit of a basket weave, some bubbles, some swirlies, flowers. Don't ask me because I don't know. It's just a squiggle. This one, I love how this looks. Ellie was quite impressed with that as well. She said it looks like a never-ending tunnel or a set of stairs that looks like it just winds down. So yeah, we've got some leaves. Now she asked me, are those cherries or olives? I said, well, they're not meant to be either really, but I suppose they look like cherries. But yeah, and I love these as well. It's like you draw a square, but then the square you draw inside the square is slightly off, and then it's slightly off again, and it just kind of creates a spiral. I absolutely love doing these. So much fun. Relaxing too, I have to say. Very relaxing. Okay, I don't think there's anything else I need to share with you. No, I need to go and cut my fringe because it's really irritating my eyes. I've got other things to do, you know. That's it from me, guys. There is nothing else for me to share with you, I don't think. I have got 2 unboxings to do at some point. I need to get them done and get them uploaded and ready to put up for public. I can't put them both up at the same time, but one of them I'm itching to get started already, so I need to get the unboxing done. Anyway, just as a quick, if anybody wants these for colouring in or whatever you choose to use them for, let me know. My other half scans them and puts them in a folder for me. And I don't think the print in the back showed up. I'll have to have a look. I don't think it showed up in the scan, so if anybody wants them. Got this one, the cat one, and then I've just got to finish this one. So yeah, let me know. Just a maybe. Okay, guys. I hope you've had a great weekend. Ours has just been wet, grey. It's been like that for a few days, but it's been really warm. Have a great week. I hope you get lots done. I'm certainly going to try. I think I'm just going to have to push myself to pick something up and do it. Anyway, as always, guys, Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. I would greatly appreciate it if you give me a big thumbs up on the way out. But other than that, take care, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.